My name is Pastor Hal York, and I just want to introduce you to something we're planning on doing beginning on Wednesday. It's something I've been thinking about and pray that it will be helpful to people. It's just a little devotional on the book of Proverbs. It's going to be 3 or 4 minutes, 5 at the most, and just sort of taking a verse and just helping us to be an encouragement to us. And we're calling it Truth in the Trenches for various reasons. But if you've ever watched old war movies, especially back in the World War I, you see a lot of war movies taking place in trenches, and you look at these trenches, and they're not nice places to live. They're messy. They're fearful. They're just not. They're just you can just feel sorry for the people who have to live in them, especially when it's raining, and it's just terrible, terrible places to be, and full of disease. But that was life. That's what real life was. That's what real war was, and you fought it in the trenches. And that's, I think, why I chose this title, because the Christian life is lived out really in the trenches of life. And it can get messy. And it's full of dirty diapers and deadlines and discouragements and disappointments and fear and worry and struggling in relationships, flat tires, ill health, boredom, unmet expectations, and on we could go. And so that's where Proverbs comes in to help us. It gives us wisdom, truth, insight, encouragement to help us right down where life hits the road, where the rubber hits the road, where we live real life. I've always said, if you want to find out what Proverbs looks like in person, study the life of Christ. You want to read out what the life of Christ was like when he was young, when he was a teenager, when he was relating to his parents, when he was walking through Galilee with his disciples day in and day. I want to know what his life was like. You want to read between the lines, read the book of Proverbs. That's how he lived his life. He is full of truth, and he's full of wisdom. So fighting the good fight of faith takes place not in stained glass buildings or ivory towers, but it happens in the trenches of life. And that's where Proverbs meets us with truth and principles to help us and encourage us to live lives of wisdom and integrity, and just to help us navigate through those difficult times to the glory of God and the good of others. So I pray that this will be an encouragement to you, something that will be helpful as you just maybe begin your day or end your day or whenever you get a chance to listen. There'll be truths there that we can apply and verses that we can just memorize easily and just take home and just apply them to our lives through the Spirit of God and through the wisdom of God working in us and through us to His glory and the good of others. So may these truths, truth in the trenches, be a blessing to you, I pray, in Jesus' name.